And the race is on in the Arlington Million. Integration got out well from that outside draw. Now here's Time Song showing some speed down toward the inside. Grand Sonata in between them. Mystik Dan down along the fence. It's going to be Time Song to take the early initiative here in the Million. Integration, Mystik Dan. They're right together, second and third. Grand Sonata fourth, about 4 lengths off as they come by the wire the first time. Runaway Storm is right to the inside of Grand Sonata, now taking over that fourth spot. The two at the back early on are Cairo and Fort Washington, as Time Song and Louis Sy as long shot leaders. They go into the first turn. It's Time Song by just over length. Mystik Dan switches out to the two-path. Integration right on his tail. It's down to the inside. Runaway Storm tries to sneak through. It does put a nose into third. Grand Sonata is fifth in those bright pink colors, only about 5.5 off the lead as Time Song tries to sneak away as they start the backstretch run. Cairo is second last and Fort Washington the trailer. 23.94 seconds. They start that backstretch journey here at Colonial Downs, and it's Time Song in front. Time Song leads at 2.5 to Mystik Dan. Runaway Storm, they're right together, second, third. Another two back to Integration, who lopes along in fourth, about 5 off the top. Then comes Grand Sonata. Cairo, Fort Washington, they're still the back markers, and they're about 8 off the lead. 48.36 seconds for Time Song, who starts that run toward the far turn. The lead is 3. Runaway Storm down to the inside of Mystik Dan. Integration still biding his time. Out in the clear is fourth. Now starting to inch forward in those green colors. Another length to Grand Sonata. Cairo starting to let loose. Hasn't been asked yet in Fort Washington trails. Time Song still the leader around to the top of the stretch. Tries to kick away. Mystik Dan's running a good one in the first time on the lawn. Is just 2 lengths back. Integration. Cairo getting into gear on the outside. Time Song. Company is coming. Here's Mystik Dan. Here's Integration. Here's Cairo. Fort Washington letting loose right down the far outside has a tremendous kick. Grand Sonata goes to the rail. There's 6 across the course. Fort Washington. Integration. Grand Sonata. Mystik Dan right there in between them. 4 of them across. Fort Washington goes narrowly to the front. Grand Sonata down toward the inside. Integration is beaten today. Fort Washington. Grand Sonata. Fort Washington wins the Arlington Million. Grand Sonata was second. Integration third. Looked like Mystik Dan and Cairo voted for fourth.